is Afraz. I'm a senior in the College of Arts and Science. I'm studying international relations. So to become influential means, I guess, to be able to utilize that trust that you gained in others to try to make an impact on them and then the people around you. But it honestly really starts from the personal relationships and kind of how those form, and then being able to benefit and work off of what you have with others. So I'm the president of the Muslim Students Association. I am an admissions ambassador. I serve as a resident assistant for Carlisle Court, one of the upperclassmen residence halls. I'm currently a mentor for the Violet Leadership Institute, and I serve as a senator at large on the Student Senators Council. So I think currently, given the political climate, what society is going through, I do feel I am a pretty influential person within my Muslim Students Association and that MSA community. So being able to understand things like prayer and things like reflection through faith, I gained a lot of motivation and encouragement from my friends around me just through the strength they're providing me and being able to discover this identity. So now when I look back 2-3 years later, as a senior now, I realize how important it was for me to have mentors who gave me a different perspective as to why this faith was so important. And so as a senior now, leading this community, I think one of the things that I've seen people benefit from in terms of what I do is just understanding how this faith plays into each aspect of our lives. One thing I've noticed is that as people or individuals get into higher positions of leadership, or they become more pivotal or impactful in their community, it sometimes seems like they're too busy to attend to certain things or to speak with people on a personal basis. And so I think for me, one of the things that I've been trying to be very particular about is, no matter what level I may get to, the person who, say, walks into the prayer room, or the resident on my floor who I may or may not know, being able to make time for them in a way that they're your priority and they're the ones who are really giving you benefit, that sort of mentality has to carry into the real world. And so I hope, with my intention of wanting to go into higher education administration and looking into student affairs, I'd want to make sure that regardless of what level of leadership I'm in or what position I'm in, that the very fundamental parts of society, the students and the people that are at the base level, they're still being made priority no matter what you may be busy with. I've noticed that South Asians, Muslims, people of minority backgrounds, a lot of us will go into the university setting as students to gain an education, but when you look at the administrative side of things, that body of people doesn't really accurately represent the kinds of students that are there. So when you look at NYU, for example, as diverse as our student body may be, the administration is still in a place where you don't really have that representation on that side as well. So I'm really interested in going to higher education administration, specifically looking at student affairs, because if it's my kind of people, be it South Asians, be it Muslims, if they're going through these institutions for learning, but there aren't people like us on the other end administrating these types of universities, then it's only going to be to our detriment. So to be able to impact students in such a pivotal period in their life, when these 4 years are really the time where they're able to explore different faiths or parts of themselves, I'd want to be that kind of person that they can relate to and then feel and know that, wow, I can really be comfortable in this sort of a setting because other people have been through this and now they're helping me get through this as well.